स्टेट का बेटा है फैक्ट्री में. You don't need to learn. You don't need to learn anything. And that's why I became a consultant to learn. And I think I contributed very little to all these companies that I went to, but I learned like crazy. I learned like mad. And then I said, यार ये पहले सीखता तो धंधे विधा दूसरा नहीं करता. I wish I had. So definitely use that wealth of knowledge, bring that here. That is why entrepreneurs hire smart people, right? Founders hire smart people because they bring amazing wealth of knowledge and experience with them. Invaluable to build business.
But apart from that, any business acumen or any other thing which you would like to highlight? Because see, doing
I want
is a totally different thing. And
do not work more than 5 days a week, no matter what. If there's a fire in your office, say I'm not available. मेरे घर पे heart attack हुआ मैं नहीं आ रहा. Don't work because those 2 days clears your head, prepares you for the Monday, gives you clarity of what to do next 5 days. When you are just thinking, people feel proud. I'm an entrepreneur, I think on my feet, I'm on 24/7, I'm running and all. No. I mean, then your nervous system is destroyed. You're not efficient, you're not productive, you're not good to anyone around you, you're not good to yourself, you're not enjoying it. You'll hate it in a few years, you'll burn out, your business is not getting the best of you. You're a superior human being, that's why you're an entrepreneur. Okay, I'll tell you this for a fact. And a psychologist or psychiatrist will tell you this, that most entrepreneurs have ADHD. And I tell you this, that I'm told this by operations consultants. It seemed possible to get you guys to sit and listen. I said, if you could sit and listen, we would not need you, we would put the SOPs ourselves. You need to come, take over, put the system in place. He said, but you have to instruct, no, you have to command, no. Entrepreneurs don't have, founders don't have the patience to listen, absorb and implement. All have ADHD. Now that's a beautiful thing. Okay, my own psychiatrist, okay, I have bipolar personality disorder. My own psychiatrist will tell me, creative people don't have bipolar. Bipolar people are creative. As I've long explained. I have a 30-year-old woman, okay, and she says, let me explain. You guys are changing the world, always change the world. Because your brain thinks differently. It fires at one time all over the place and, just keep it under control. So then, of course, there are ways, more in India, luckily, ways to control. So she says, just nurture it, harness it. It's like a storm. Don't let it destroy. Okay, otherwise it can create electricity, but don't let it destroy homes. So she says, just nurture it, and entrepreneurs need to know how to nurture. And if you work 7 days a week, you're a trained man. So work 5 days. Take those 2 days to apply that wealth of knowledge and to reflect on what you did the last 5 days and how do you do the next 5 days. And just keep planning your journey. Let's say you do a road trip. You can say, okay, point A, point B, 100 points. Okay, you did that just to get there fast to enjoy. Or you can take in the scenery, you can stop, enjoy, have a cup of tea. You can really enjoy that, enjoy the journey. Really, I would say enjoy the journey.
And there is one more last question. That is about your health. What I have seen is that whenever college I'm making steam. So how do you feel, how is health related to your business and how I see you taking good care of it. Could you guide that?
As I said, 2002 to 2006, we were eating small breakfast at 9 and having lunch at 4. Okay, my wife was fully both pregnant, like ready to burst at 8.5 months. She said, I'm hungry, my doctor says your sugar is going crazy, you know what's happening, prenatal diabetes hai. I said, when's the time to eat? Don't do that. Don't destroy your mental well-being and your physical health to build a brand and business. They don't get built overnight. It takes time. They're like little infants and toddlers. They need to be nurtured for long. So it's a marathon, it's not a 100-meter dash. Take care of yourself because your physical and mental well-being is your responsibility. You're accountable to a lot of people and they are correlated. If you don't take care of your physicality, your mental health is not going to be optimum to give to your business. And you are the most important person in your business.
I have a question. So is it that the idea comes first and then you decide to become an entrepreneur, or you decide to become an entrepreneur first and then comes the idea?
No, we're natural entrepreneurs. We can't help it.
See, natural, it's for a person to realize. So I've heard a lot of people say that, okay, it's been a few years, I've worked for somebody and now I think that I'm capable enough, confident enough, or maybe I have either the willingness or I have the skill. Either way, either the will or the skill to now, go go on my own. But then it is like you decide you're going to become an entrepreneur. Like many people want that space for themselves. They want to feel powerful. They want to feel they are creating jobs. Plus they want to decide on their own that which direction they want to go. But then the biggest question is that okay, today you've decided that you want this kind of life, but what business are you going to do?
Yeah.
Or is it that you decided that this is what I always wanted to do, I wanted to start this chain of hotels, or I wanted to get into a service, like providing this service. So now I'm confident enough to start on my own. So my question is, what comes first? Is the idea or is the entrepreneur?
I'll try to answer your question. I'll try. In my opinion, if you want personal gratification, if your soul needs nourishment, is the latter, where you need to do it. कि बहुत business कर दिया, I now need to
बहुत
do
job
this.
कर लिया और
Yeah, plus I'm fed up, I need a new
yeah,
phase,
but
another
then see
thing.
that one question of what you have to do keeps pushing you behind,
Yeah,
right?
so that is a real entrepreneur. That is the real business developer, someone who builds a business of wealth and value. And that is this gentleman here who asked me, I spent 2 years, now I've become an entrepreneur. You bring experience and knowledge and you apply that education and you use that to build a business. That is the wiser, smarter way to be an entrepreneur. That's by design. Okay, I've got the knowledge now, I've got the experience, I'm not reaching up to scratch. It's not an OCD ke karna hi karna hai. I know and I want to do it for myself and various reasons. Now I go looking for the idea. The other is that idea bhi hai, board bhi ho gaya, karte. That's just
No, my question is when you decide to become an entrepreneur, but now, like how do you get the idea? Like you've decided. So, like
I said
tell
you're
you-
open India so much. I
No,
don't
see,
know.
what happens is generally many of us who are into service, okay, they may not have a product. Like if I take my example, I have been a trainer all my life. I've trained people of all age groups. Now I'm really tempted to start a service where I can talk to people and I help them prepare in their journey to get jobs, okay. But again, now my fear is that the moment I start, AI may just take over and there are so many things which are just coming up.
Valid fear.
So the
Valid fear.
what
AI
question is...
AI will give them a lot of solutions, but
AI is one example, there could be multiple things. But what I'm saying is that to take that step of stopping your salary, going with the decision and being very sure of that that's a
that's
very
a
big
quantum leap
question.
that you have to take. Quantum leap of faith in yourself. Quantum leap. It's a leap of faith. Yeah. It's something you've never done.
वो टेंशन वाला काम है ये।
You have never done it. You have never done it.
Yeah.
There are so many people to take to help you. Spider-Man this side. People like this.
No one can answer that question. It's like saying,
But
should I
there are a lot of people who want to answer.
should I have a child?
I'll come from my lived experience. 20 years in the corporate, 20 years work in marketing, branding, worked for others, created brands for others.
Correct.
And 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I told myself it's time to bet on myself. 20 years झक नहीं मारा है, काम तो किया है.
Perfect.
Knowledge है.
Knowledge
Perfect.
है, wealth of knowledge as you said, experience है, and it's time to पका पकाया खाना तो मिलेगा नहीं, right? So you have to take that leap of faith, and you have to get going, and then you realize that the doors open.
Let me give you a little insight before I leave here. अपनी घूम तो नशा है. खाना क्यों है?
That's a
There's a
simple
tremendous gratification in being a single face.
So how is it like my mind is
Coming doors keep opening. Exactly what I did.
I could resonate. Sindhi love.
तो बांग बना था बांग. जो कुछ बना था उसके नाम नशा करता. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome. Lovely.